Hi everyone, welcome to part 2 of our autumn wreath from Small Victories by Johanna Basford using Polychromos pencils. Now I am going to start, I'm just going to have a little look and think about the things in the picture that I want to do green, and the leaves, sorry, not things, and the leaves that I want to do in more autumnal colours. Now I'm firstly looking at these shapes. There are quite a few leaves like this and I think they look really nice in a green gold. So that's where I'm going to start. So here is my green gold pencil and I'm going to leave myself zoomed out here and just do all of them because they're dotted about the page. Actually no, I'm not. Let's come in a bit so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. We're not too close but a little bit closer. And where Johanna's drawn these extra lines at the bottom, I'm just going to try and make it look a little more intense. And then this here, and I think that sort of golden colour is really pretty. Very autumnal as well. And I'm going to do it for all of the ones that look a bit like this. So there's a little set down here. I hope you're all good today. I hope you're able to see some autumn colour. I mean, obviously those of you in Australia are really not. And I'm sorry, it's all a bit, the seasons are all a bit tricky for you. I guess you're used to it perhaps. I don't know. That you're a bit upside down, literally. But yeah, it's it must be a little bit, I can't imagine celebrating Christmas when it's really hot. I think it would be quite strange, but it's just what you're used to, I guess. For us, you know, it's about candles, and I mean we don't like candles, but you know, dark evenings and pretty lights to brighten up those winter evenings, and about, you know, a time of celebration when maybe the time of year is not such a happy time because of it being dark. And about snow. We always have snow on our Christmas cards, not always, but you know, when actually there's no snow at Christmas very often. I think I remember it happening twice. Depends which part of the country you live at. If you live like in Scotland like Johanna, odds are much higher, but down here, further down south in England, it's far less likely. And although officially there have been quite a few snowy Christmas days, it hasn't sort of settled. There might have been an odd flurry or a bit of frost or things like that, so it's not that common, which in a way is good because if people are travelling to see family and things on Christmas Day, you don't want snow, although the roads are usually really quiet on Christmas Day. I think it's because the only people out might be those visiting, and quite a few people visit family and things like that. Now these, we've got some of these over on the other side. I'm pointing, you can't see. I'm thinking maybe we'll go for a bit of a darker brown, but we'll stick with use the burnt sienna because it's a slightly more orangey colour, which I think is rather pretty. Yeah, so you get, you know, a lot of people go and stay with family for a while, so they tend to travel on Christmas Eve or a few days before and then stay for a few days, and so the roads are not busy on Christmas Day. But we tend not to do that. We like being in our house, you know, and this Christmas it's just going to be us on Christmas Day, I think. That'd be quiet, and then we're going out on Boxing Day, seeing family. No other days we're seeing family too. Should be nice. These I'm going to do the same. They're not exactly the same, but I think they're fairly close. Just can hear my husband talking through the wall. He's just taking a phone meeting, but I don't know. I'm sure you can't hear his words. You might hear his boom. He's very loud, but hopefully my little microphone isn't very good at picking up noise from far away, which is a useful thing. Apparently it's not, that is obviously a disadvantage to some people depending on what they're using the camera for, but for me it's a vlogging camera, this one. So it seems to work quite well. Now I think I'm going to move on to the leaves to go with our flowers, and then I can see what I've got left and think about the balance of colour. Now chrysanthemums, dahlias and things tend to have not really dark leaves, but dark-ish and mid-green-ish. So I'm just going to grab the permanent green olive and just make a start on this one. I'm going to colour the leaves in the same way I did the petals, really. So just a bit darker, nearer to the flower and the sort of central part of the plant, really. So I'm just layering that up a little bit more, and then I'll just do less as I come out. Now this one here I'm thinking about, it looks like a fern, and ferns are usually just green. So I'm trying to think about what colour to do that one. I'm colouring this. It's not very mindful, is it? Mindful colouring is really supposed to be about being in the moment and just enjoying every little pencil stroke. But to be planning the next part, I don't think there's any harm in that. You're still involved in the colouring, and hopefully your mind isn't wandering to places it shouldn't be. You know, escapism, I think, is the key, which is what I like about it anyway. And what I also like about it as a hobby is that it takes me away from my screen, so I can't be tempted to go and look at the news or anything like that. Go slightly lighter with this one and use the leaf green. But because I'm not involved in something like a film or a TV show, sometimes I do when I colour, but I don't always. It means that I can be present still in the room and listen to what my family are doing. When they talk to me, I can hear them rather than being in or having a pair of headphones on, that sort of thing. And I like that too. But I do, sometimes they're all involved in things, and so I do pop my headphones on sometimes, watch a film, or not a film, a TV show, a quiz or something. Or sometimes a video. I've been watching Johanna's lives that she like she did for this book. Yesterday's was the one where she had to cancel due to having a nosebleed, poor thing. I think I'm going to use this green next. This is the chromium green opaque. Again, a fairly middle-ish green. It's not like me to do lots and lots of colours. So I'm sort of taking a bit of a risk really with this, and hoping it's going to be okay. Normally I would say do the same green to make it more coherent, but I'm just going a bit colourful today, stepping out of my comfort zone. I mean, it sounds a bit silly. It's like, wow, you're taking a risk by just doing a different colour, but you know, if you've been colouring a while, you know what I mean. We tend to stick to what we know works sometimes. But yeah, I was watching Barbara Colour's sessions. She was like trying to stick to 30 minutes and doing some of the pictures from the free download, because she hadn't got a book yet. I was quite excited to hear that Johanna said she had an idea for the free download to share with us, what to use it for. And I'm wondering if she's thinking like gift tags or something, because they've actually got squares drawn around them. They're a little bit bigger than the ones in the book as well. But I don't know. That was interesting. But she may completely forget to tell us, or she may have told us by now. We'll see. You'll know. I don't. Okay, so this is the permanent green. Oops, there we go. This one. Yeah, I'm quite intrigued. But they would make nice gift tags, but not very Christmassy. And my head's all in Christmas at the minute. although I have got my niece's birthday first, and we're having a get together. Her birthday is in December. We're having a little get together, which will be lovely. I'm looking forward to it. I've got her present is on its way. I have ordered online. So I'm going to leave this bunch of leaves here for now. Whoops. And move down to these bottom ones here. I'm going to grab the hooker screen. This is a little bit dark, but I think it'll be okay. And these leaves all look quite similar to each other, but again, I'm not going to do them all the same colour. Mix it up a bit. Just because that's what I've started doing, I can't suddenly not. It'll look a bit odd. Now again with the leaves you can put some shadowing in and things like that if you wish. But I think it doesn't necessarily need it, as I said before. It depends on your personal view. I'm trying to find my emerald green, there it is. Train. Okay, some banging. Don't know what's going on. Emerald green. Yeah, I'm going out for a walk with a friend tomorrow, which should be nice. We're going for a soggy canal walk. Not in the canal. That would be soggy. The footpath is quite squelchy, but muddy, but that's okay. I put my wellies on, my boots. And do that with her. She wants to have a political discussion. She's always quite interested in my views on various things, which is interesting. Now I'm trying to choose a colour. My nose has started running. Oh, excuse me. Right, I'm thinking I might go juniper green. I don't want to do sallows. Goes a bit too bluey. That one's a bit bluey for my liking, but hey, it's done that. Okay. I can't work out what that banging is. We have got a builder working on a house in the square. Maybe he's making some racket. I don't know. I'm looking out the wrong window here to see anything. This window just looks out on another window. And so I don't really look out of it very much. I can see a roof, that's all I can see really. Right, next little bunch. Now I've got to decide, are those two leaves going to be the same as these two? They look the same, don't they? I think they should be. Yeah, let's use this colour. I'm just trying to do each different colour now. Yes, green yellowish. It's quite pale, this one. There's a magpie up on the roof there. I think they find insects in between the roof tiles or in the guttering, in the moss and that sort of thing. They enjoy it up there. It's just a bit lighter. Now even those I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave the leaves. I'm hilarious. Oh, I had this comment yesterday. Someone said that I was funny on my videos, and I'm glad I make some of you laugh. It's not, yeah. Anyway, and is that a stem? I think it is. And when I told my I said, "Oh, listen to this comment," and I told them. My husband said, "Oh, it must be a spam comment," and my son said, "Are you sure? Really? Surely they didn't think you're funny." Thank you. Oh dear, lovely. This one. No, I don't always try to be funny, but they don't think I'm very funny, obviously. Colour. Let's do this. It's a bit unusual. The earth green. It's a little bit grey-green. I think it will match this flower colour. Now we have got this going in between, this sort of stem, so I'm going to colour that too. I assume Johanna did is it an oval though, isn't it? I wondered if she'd done a circle and that was part of the, but she couldn't have done because it's an oval. Derp. Right, let's just fade to the tip and then we can have a look at colour. I'm going to zoom back out so I can talk you through my thoughts with regards to colour. There we go. So let's come back out and have a look at it as a whole. Now these two ferns, I think, this one, I'm still thinking I quite like them in green, but I'm going to leave them till last so I can see how we balance the rest. So I'm thinking I want a few browns. I'm going to grab this colour, the brown ochre, and I'm just having a look and thinking, where should I put it? Thinking maybe this leaf here. I'm not sure that these are joined to it. No, I'm just going to do this leaf here with this one. So just fade it towards the end as if in the same way we have with the rest. Now I would normally do those little ones as well, but because I'm using so many different colours, I think I'll switch it up a bit and use a different colour for those. Why not? Hopefully it will begin to look a little bit more autumnal. There's a few more browns. Yeah, let's just work through our browns actually and then just sort of try and place them in different places. Whoops. So this is the bistre. I'm thinking these little leaves here. I'm not going to come in close now, so I'm just doing them in the same way, darker on the base and lighter at the tip. My next brown is the raw umber, and I think I'm going to go here. I might do all three of those with this one though. I think I'm going to grab an orange next. Not an orange though, but a terracotta. Woo! Let's just move those pencils along, they're coming for me. So here's the terracotta. I'm not going to do it here near the orange. I think I might, I've got orange here, so I might try and put it down here. Maybe this little bunch here. These two. Like that. They look quite cute, don't they? We've got a burnt ochre, which is also quite orangey. I'm tempted to do these three with this. It's a little bit fiddly because we've got to go around this other one. Need to have it sharp and get into those little gaps. It's not that tricky. And if you miss a bit and go out the lines, it doesn't matter. There we go. And then this one. Excuse me. My throat's getting dry. I've got a coffee next door to have when I finish this. I grabbed one and then thought I'll leave it to cool. I just do this one. Okay, I'm now going to go with the sanguine. And I'm going to use it. Oh, I used it for these, didn't I? Let's use it up here for these. So we're a bit further away. It also gives us a bit of autumn colour at the top there. Looking at what I've got. I've got a lot of brown going on. Let's start to think, what colour should we do these? Let's do this colour. This is olive green, yellowish. This is sort of browny green. Let's do that here. So we're not totally stepping away from green leaves. I think it might make more sense as well because the leaves on the flowers are green, so I've got a little bit that's sort of a bit more green. And it's very unrealistic that the leaves are only one colour. I mean, in autumn the leaves change in colour, all sorts of colours, but I just wanted to keep it simple. I've got a lot of colours going on anyway. Okay, got this little bit here. I'm going to do that in a brown. This is the Van Dyck brown. There we go. I'm thinking that's a fern, that's a fern. So I've got a little bit in here. I'm thinking I want a bit of orange. I'm going to grab the orange glaze. Just give it a sharpen. But I'm going to put it here. Because I thought I would do a yellow and ochre, but I don't want it up here near the green gold, so I thought I would do it down on this one here. So is this the ochre? Yeah, the light yellow ochre. I'll do it on this pair here, like that. We've got that bunch, and that. But I think I'm going to do the green next on the fern. I'm going to do them quite dark. So this is the, I think is that called chrome oxide green? Hang on, let me look it up. Oh, my son's sneezing. Yeah, chrome oxide green I'm going to do for this top one. And they're quite narrow leaves, so I'm just going to block it in. I'm sorry, you probably struggle to see, but it's just simple straight colouring. You could try to fade it towards the tip, but it's such a small space, and I'm just trying to keep it in the lines as best I can, but you know that's a struggle for me anyway. And the other fern, I think, ferns aren't necessarily really dark, but they do vary in colour a lot, and I think it just helps to sort of draw the eye and frame this sort of little section somehow, with it being dark. And the other one I'm going to do in the pine green, I think. I think it's sharp enough actually. Pine green, so this one and this one in the same pine green. I just wasn't sure whether we needed some more green leaves down in this section, which is why I thought I would just do this fern, and then I'll be able to see how it looks and what sort of colours to go for just for these last bit of the section. Yeah, what I like about this book is that if you want to spend time making something look really, really, really nice and spending a lot of time on a little bit, you can spend an hour or half an hour on a really small picture, get it looking really stunning, but finish it, you know. And I think that's Johanna's whole idea really behind it. You know, you just have time to finish a picture fairly quickly. No big double page spreads. This one I'm going to try and fade a bit. The the leaves are a little bit bigger. No, I think there aren't really. I think the tub of ice, the sort of ice cream pot one, is probably one of the biggest ones. It's not going to take that long. I haven't done that one yet. Okay, so now I'm looking and thinking, so this batch, and this leaf. I think we could make those two green Okay, so I'm going to grab my May green and do those two. I think this one could be a dark brown. So I'm going to use my burnt umber for this one. So although it's bunched with these, it does look different. It's drawn in a really different way. There is quite a dark brown one there. And this bit, I'm looking at what colours I've got. Well, we've got yellows, oranges, light browns, so we haven't got a dark brown there. I am tempted to try this. I'm going to try this. A caput mortuum. This is a very browny purple in my opinion, browny purpley pink, and you do get leaves this colour. This sort of copper beech type of colour, I think. So yeah, it's a bit different, isn't it? I think that is all of our leaves coloured. So I'm just going to grab a white pen. I'm going to use a white Posca. You can hear it. And do some dots on the flowers just to finish it off. I think I'll start here. I'm going to go around. Apparently the pen isn't going to work. There we go. Go around the edge of the centre, in the centre, and then a dot on each of these, I think. Just making it up as I go along, and then maybe I'll draw that in. I'm going to put some white on every flower, but not on the leaves. Pen's decided not to work. There we go. So here a dot in the centre of each bit. And on the petals. Johanna's drawn some dots on here anyway, so I'm just copying those. I'm struggling to see, I'm looking under my glasses. Oh, that one's easier. Because that distance on my specs works. So all the way around, a bit in the middle. A line, a few dots. Hopefully you can just about see what I'm doing, but as I say, I'm just going over Johanna's lines really on the petals themselves. Now again, a little dot on the smaller petals, one around the edge of the centre. And over Johanna. I'm not sure how well this is going to show up on the yellow, but I need to do it on all of them now I've started. I think that's the thing with the white pen, you can't just do a tiny dot somewhere. Normally I feel that you've got to do more than a tiny bit, or else it starts to look a little bit strange. I'm just going to put some dots up the leaves on these. Petals even. One day I'll get it right. I was watching a TV show yesterday, and the presenter kept forgetting what she was saying. She's getting distracted, I think, I don't know. And it was quite interesting 2 or 3 times. And I thought, oh, that would be me. I would never be able to just sit there and remember. Well, I guess you'd be nervous when you first did it and you would probably remember, but... Now, what should we do with these? I think a few dots. But yeah, it was like a live show. I think occasionally it's not live, but anyway. Yeah, she was really struggling. But she was interviewing someone, so they were fine with it. Yeah, I certainly couldn't go for perfection. in anything really. I'm wondering whether to put some dots on these berries. I think I will. This is a bit random on these. Might look a bit odd, I don't know. I'm having fun. Anyway, I'm going to put a little dot on each berry. I don't know whether it should be in the centre or on the edge, but I'm just dotting and trying because I'm not very accurate. There we are. I think that is done. So yeah, it is a big mishmash of different colours, and it will look quite different to the winter one, which will be matching because there are basically 4 poinsettias that will all be the same colour, probably, although poinsettias don't always come in the same colour. So I could do them in different colours, but the mistletoe and the holly and the ivy will all be the same colour, so that one will look quite different, but I'm excited to do that one, but I can't do it yet. It's a bit early, but I just want Christmas to come. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you have a super day. Oops, sorry. And happy colouring.